you should choose to love people because it's the right thing to do.
A bill recently passed by the Kentucky legislature called Senate Bill 17 allows for schools to discriminate against individuals on the basis of their sexual orientation. What these people don't realize is that that's unconstitutional. If all men are truly created equal, does that not count all men, all women, all trans, all gay, all bi, all queer, all gender fluid?
I just think that everybody deserves the same. We all are equal people.
Coming out of middle school is kind of like really rough time for me. None of my friends from middle school were coming to high school, so I was really shy kid trying to make friends, but like really quickly I fell in with like these three just like really weird like wallflower nobodies that would people just hardly ever hang out with, and we became really close. And like I sort of knew we were close when like beginning of my sophomore year, one of my friends came out to me as trans, male to female. And she was still very deeply closeted about it. A really big effect on her life.
So it ain't about where you come from, who you are, or what you believe in, because God is love. In the word community, you have unity. That's accepting each other despite our differences. You know, no matter what happens in life, be accepting of others, because that's what Jesus would want. So just share the love here on Lindsey Wilson College campus.
Her depression drive her anxiety. Like you could just like see it on her face. Some days she would just like walk into the library where we'd all hang out, and it was just like you could just see that she was not ready for this day.
Since we're all humans, we should all be treated equally. There's really not much else that differentiates us from each other.
So I remember after the summer between my junior and senior year of high school, coming into senior year, and like she hadn't necessarily come out yet, but she was starting to wear clothes that were more feminine. She had grown her hair out and she had started taking hormones, so she was starting to develop a little bit. And I just remember that first day I walked her to class because we both knew that nothing was going to happen. No one was going to be violent.
The only way to show people that we care about them is be with them, love them, be a part of their lives. Don't reject them, don't kick them away. Just love them and treat them how you'd want to be treated.
But at the same time, we were both very well aware violence against trans individuals is at like somewhere along the line of 25% of the trans community experiences violence because of their gender identity.
I just love who I am, and I love who she is. She has made the best impression on me, and I love her dearly.
And that statistic was just sort of in our heads when we were walking to class that day. So I remember I just walked her to class, and we were in the middle of Lexington, a pretty liberal city, a pretty liberal high school. We knew that there wasn't anything that was actually going to happen, but that fear is real.
And as a former educator, I think it is educators' jobs to support all students. It's not called free appropriate public education only for straight students. Appropriate means appropriate for all.
And that's really what the problem with this bill is all about, because it's not necessarily about what's actually going to happen. It's not about like the few people that are going to be just absolutely despicable about this, but this bill creates a culture in which trans people do not feel safe and in which they do not feel welcome. And until you can look into the eyes of someone that is hurt by that every single day and say, I am all right with that, then you have no business supporting a bill like that.
Every day is a new day to change a life. Always be kind to one another.